Hey guys, what's up? Nandra here. Welcome to another video. So, if you didn't already know, I do have something big planned for this weekend. I will let you know more details as I go ahead and iron things out. So do be on the lookout for that. It will probably be over Friday and Saturday. Anyway, so for this game, unfortunately, this game is a dragon game because I have some dailies, I have some climbing I gotta do. So if I have to do that, I'm generally gonna play dragon just because dragon is what I'm most comfortable with. If you notice, I make I make significantly less misplays when I play with dragon than when I play with like other decks. Anyway, so for this game is like really interesting for me because I'm basically versus a dragon lookalike. So every now and then when you see neutral rune, sometimes it's not neutral Alice. Well, I mean, they do play Alice, but it's not. But sometimes they have a higher curve. So this is versus the quote unquote wallet rune. But this just really just a more like expensive and mid rangey type of rune that has higher scaling. Alright, so I kept the salamander and the Sybil just because I keep Sybil just because sometimes if I get lucky enough and I see like Blazing Breath early, I can go ahead and just like blazing everything down and then play Sybil on 5 and just win. I get the Oracle and I have double Raft Drake. Raft Drake is actually very core in this matchup just because in matchups where your opponent has a X5 before evolves creature, Raft Drake is nice because Raft Drake is a 4/4 that in his vanilla form would not be able to take out these creatures, but because he gets that 1 damage to everything, he gets to take these out. He also has a lot of scaling just because on 8 I can play him into a board and just nuke that board. So here, when he plays with the Mysterian Grimoire, that's my tell. That's how I know that okay, he's not regular Alice Rune. I now know that he's the one that plays like Zeus's and like Bahamut's. So that's why I'm gonna hold this Blazing Breath. I don't need to care about this one because like because both that deck as well as Neutral Rune, like they lack some burn damage. But here he makes a very aggressive line and he forces me into an awkward situation. Even if I would like to fervor here, I can't fervor. If I would like to, well, okay. Let me clarify. I can in fact fervor if I want to, but fervor is not the winning play. It's not the winning play because if he plays an Alice onto the board, I die because he'll buff his Lyrical into a 3/3. He'll evolve his Levi. Now suddenly nothing on his board dies to AoE, and I'm looking to eat at least 7 to maybe even how much is that? To maybe even 9 damage, and that's just crazy. Anyway, so here I'm just gonna get Raft Drake. The Raft Drake here is nice because he can't evolve everything, right? So if he maybe plays out something else that's like weak to AoE, or if he for some reason decides to pull the trigger on his Alice, I'm nuking that board. So here, I was wondering exactly how hard he was going to play into second Raft Drake. Thankfully, he plays around second Raft Drake and also plays around the Breath of the Salamander. Well, he plays around the critical mass Breath of the Salamander that just like takes him out of this game. I'm still going to do it here just because I don't want to use up another evolve. Like my evolves in this matchup are crucial because if I have more evolves in him, I can force him into much more awkward plays. Here he goes Kai'Sa, and this is a turn where I can draw. All right, so when deciding whether or not to play fervors, you need to evaluate the board state as well as your hand. You need to look at, okay, how much damage am I taking? So because fervor heals 3 and my opponent has exactly 3 damage on board, whatever he does to me next turn, I'll take 0 damage from it effectively. But if my opponent has like, say, for me, the rule of thumb is if your opponent has like 5 or more damage in play, don't do it unless you're at like full HP because you're just gonna get hurt. So I go ahead and fervor here. I fervor here because I want better AoE. I want better AoE to make it so my opponent will maybe play into 1. Additionally, I have to dig for Bahamut's because now my opponent has played what, all 3 Mysterian Grimoires, I believe now. Yeah, he's played at least 2, probably all 3. And here he goes Alice, but he doesn't trade at all. They're not trading. Well, okay, so he doesn't trade and he doesn't evolve. He can't give me his evolves because he knows he has Police in the second. He's saving Police. So unfortunately, my opponent is in an awkward position here because he chose to draw. Now him needing to draw this turn, I don't feel like he needed to draw this turn. He just chose to. But anyway, he does that and thankfully plays into my second Wrath Drake. Like, I just played Dragon Thunder. There's a pretty strong chance I'm going to get that second Wrath Drake. I don't know. But yeah, so now I get the Wrath Drake, and now he has to give me that last Evo. Or he can play Saha and confirm my suspicions. No, now the Saha is decent here because he does do 2 damage. However, he does lose his buff on his Israfil, and that's important because if you don't know, when a card that gets a buff of some sort, let's say from like an alot or something like that, when it goes back to your hand, it loses those buffs. And Saha is abusable for me because now I'm just gonna go double Civil. I'm not gonna evolve. I don't need to. Like, if he wants to go for Israfil, that's fine. I don't care. But I don't think he'll have the balls to do so. That is his best play, but I don't think he'll do it. He does not do it. If you're unsure of why that was his best play, this is why. Right. So he trades into my Sybil, right? With his Sogville. Then he plays his Israfil. He evolves his Israfil. He heals for 0. Then he trades. He does 2 damage to my first Sybil, the one that was injured. That one dies. And then he attacks into my second Sybil. That one dies. And then he has a 10-6 in play. When he has a 10-6 in play, there's no one singular AoE that I can use to declare that off, so I will have to invest a card into it. However, that is going to cost him his last Evo, but I don't see how that matters because right here he's going to use his last Evo, and he uses it in a really, really weird and stupid looking way. Alright, so instead of evolving Lyriel, which is the correct play, he instead decides to evolve Sahaquil. So here I get really confused. I'm like, okay, well, do you have a Olivia? Because I do know that these decks play Olivia. So here I just kind of go Sahaquil. Because I have double Sahaquil, this is good. Because now I can use up my last 2 Evos, just like nuking his board, and forcing me into an awkward spot where he's going to eventually have to play Bahamut. Like, I'm not slamming down my Bahamut because I don't have a secondary Bahamut answer in my hand that's good. No, Zeus is not a good secondary Bahamut answer. Alright, so here he has a second police. I am perfectly fine with that. Because now he plays into another Saha Israfil. He doesn't have a choice, but... Well, I mean, he does, but like... But you see now how him holding that Israfil is coming back to bite him in the ass, because like I would have had to commit a real card into that. And now I'm under no pressure, so I can just like play the game, do simple things. Here he plays Zeus and he goes space, so I don't really understand the space play. Like I get it, but I don't really understand it because like it dies to so many things. I would have just taken the trade because clearly I've shown you that like I'm under no pressure here. So I just go ahead and Zeus him back. So there were a few different options here. I could have chosen to draw with Forever, but I don't like drawing with the Forever because if I draw with the Forever, I have to find a removal spell, or I have to find a 2-drop, or I have to find Scyther. That's a lot of different cards for me to find, but I don't like taking my odds. And here I don't mind throwing in the Zeus. I don't mind throwing in the Zeus because like he only has like so much damage in this deck. So I know that they play Zeus. I know that they also play Gilgamesh, but neither one of those cards will hit me for 9 immediately. Like he'll still need to 2-shot me, which means therefore I'll still be able to see it coming, and I'll still be able to heal. I have not 1 but 2 but 3 agents of healing in my hand. So even though it doesn't look like it because it looks like I'm behind, because I have this Evo and because I have this much of a hand size and I was able to keep up in cards with him, I'm going to win. So I just go ahead and hit him in the face for 4. Again, I'm under no pressure. I don't need to evolve. Here he goes Hector. He pings me down to range. That's fine. I don't care. Like now I can die to Gilgamesh. Now I can die to second Zeus. But this is fine because now he plays into Lucifer. Because now I can now I can just trade into Hector and then Salamander his carrot. And then go ahead and have the Lucifer heal me for 4. That puts me back up to 10. So now he still needs 2 more agents of burn to kill me. Additionally, right now we're at that scary spot because if I heal 1 more time, he's gonna need 3. And as you can see, 1 was already a lot to ask for. two is a bit more difficult, but but 3 is borderline impossible when I still have Bahamut in my deck. So here, I finally forced out the Bahamut. I just gonna Bahamut him back. He probably doesn't have an answer. If he doesn't, he's gonna concede. Even if he does, the creatures he plays to block this Bahamut, they have to have 3 HP or higher. And he's already shown me a lot of cards that got buffed by his Alice, so it's unlikely that he has those. And yeah, so he just concedes and I win. Again, this game, like, the biggest thing that came down to it was just for me, like, pacing my threats, understanding when I could draw, and just, you know, having a game plan, just sticking to it. Like, I wasn't in a rush, like, because this game, the amount of HP that he had and that I had didn't matter. The only thing that mattered was that I forced him to play his Bahamut before I had to play mine, because I have several different Bahamut answers. He only has Bahamuts and Zeuses, and that's it. Like, so yeah. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like. Again, let me know why you liked it or why you did not like it down in the comments. What you think about that rune deck, and you know, whatever. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.